as bad as I would love to give um Steph Curry a way more fun looking shot, the most consistent shot that actually looks like his shot on this game, in my opinion, is the shot that I've been going with this whole time. It's just it gives that best sway, and that's it. He's been shooting more like how he usually would shoot with the feet more spread out. I don't want to have to go find it, but or whatever. But I'm not even gonna do it to myself. But yeah, this is his best shot in my opinion. The pull up is optional. You got to really give a breakdown with Steph Curry. This is crazy. This guy shoots so crazy. That's optional. If you want to recreate what he did against the Warriors, you could always do that one. That one's perfect. He just pulls up perfectly or whatever. That's never a bad one. Um, I guess you can actually go Curry if you want. I wouldn't, but you could if you wanted to. If you wanted to, but not really my thing or whatever. You could even go Stevenson technically. Like you can go Stevenson, but most people on his team that are shooters go with this, so you don't really gotta hoard it out, you know. Um, you could go normal, elite, but elite gets a little funny looking. I used to think elite five you could go as well, but nah, not anymore. But yeah, this guy shoots crazy, so you already know this. Everything's up for debate. Everything is everywhere. This dude is shooting all type of ways. Right now, for me, I'm using Barnes, so I'll show you guys how to do those in the coming videos after we do that. You can get some crazy like combinations when Curry does that crossover into the rest of the stuff that he does. I think they lowered his overall. I think his overall is like 91 now, Steph Curry. So sorry if I didn't update with 2K. Here's Durant. This body type is really important to because his body is really weird looking, so you want to kind of get it as best as possible. Nothing. I wouldn't even be mad at it if they just didn't make his neck so long like they did in the other years. His neck wasn't that long, but whatever, you know. They gave him all his shoes, so you can just mix and match how you see fit for whenever you see fit. Because he just has so many shoes, so I don't think it even matters. Sorry about that. Let's get to what's important. So I'm facing a dilemma with Durant actually, because last year Stevenson, they had two shots for him. One would actually, the one when he hold his arm would actually go above his head, where he hold his arm out for a clutch shot. It would go above his head, so this shot would look a bit more accurate because the way Kevin Durant actually shoots is 51. If you look at Kevin Durant and you look at any of his shots, he shoots like 51, like literally perfectly like 51. But because this shot jumped so high, it looks so weird with that. It just looks really weird with this or whatever, you know. So you'd be, more or less caught into a dilemma and stuff. And of course, um, of course, it still looks good with Stevenson. And Stevenson always looks good for Durant, but he has a certain sway about how he shoots jumpers as well. That's totally not like this at all. This is more of a three ball. So I was like, okay, which one does he do both in? Does he shoot like? Does he sway that leg? And come to realize it was jump shot too. So there you go. Actually, that free throw is a lot more realistic. The one they gave everyone, they give all centers that one, and it's a lot more realistic for Kevin Durant, which is crazy. So that's what we're going with. But let's get this done. Sorry, guys. Just wanted to give you guys some science behind the madness for some of these players, because I know these are the ones people are going to be worried about. So I would suspect I would have to give a reasoning behind some of the stuff I did. Yeah, I know he's a really hoppy kind of dribbler, so this is perfect, all this stuff. And there you go. This point with Klay Thompson, he shoots so many ways that go upwards and perfect that they're just gonna have to motion capture for this guy at this point. The way, yeah, this one is perfect. He fades away like that perfectly. But Mr. Draymond Green. Uh, One of the most important dribbles he does, that wide one. Just making sure it's on you guys. Okay, cool. I'm trying to see the other side of the post. I don't know. We might have to change that. I think that's kind of how he shoots, but I don't know. I think that's a little bit too fast. There we go. That's better. Zaza, the enforcer. Got beating up on people lately, man. Okay, cool. We have a shot for him. That's important. We definitely have a shot for Zaza. Everything else, not so much. Here go Mr. I want to run. I want to win a ring as bad as possible. They got him looking like he smelled something really bad on 2K. That's funny. Whoops, knew I was forgetting somebody. Cause the guy on 2K has been adding Hawktastic has been adding shoes. So when he adds shoes, I basically have to take my creative shoes off and add the real ones, which has been kind of tedious, but whatever. What are you gonna do about it? All good. Thought I was gonna get redemption on Anderson Varejao for all them years, 2008, 9, and 10. He was wearing his Hyper Dunk 2K4s. Look, almost forgot that quick. All those years he was wearing those Hyper Dunk 2K4s, and he was basically you couldn't edit the shoe. You couldn't make it look like the shoe he was wearing. It was such a simple one, but you couldn't do it, and now you can, and I feel great about it. Well, you could, but you couldn't do home anyway. Now you could do home anyway. The Shaq and the Fool Hall of Famer himself. He has some pretty gnarly dunks and some pretty gnarly ways to go about stuff. So he's still fun to play with. All right, so we're going back to Varejao again. Because we're going to do his free throw because I forgot to plug it in. And there we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. Sorry, guys. Forgot Mr. McAdoo was all about being great, so. Okay, cool. I'm looking. My bad. There we go. Oh, don't be this type of little dude, man. Oh man. This dude really sucks for not wearing like an easy shoe. It's all good. I got the fix. Easy fix. Easy fix. All good. Let's get back to how he actually plays. Jeez Louise. This has probably been the longest video of all of them. And the Warriors are done.